Good evening. When I first made this channel, it was my intention to chronicle the abuse I endured as a child at the hands of my mother. I don't like to call her my mother. I often refer to her as the bitch that bore me. Going over the many instances of physical, psychological, emotional, and even sexual abuse, it has been difficult to sort things out in my own mind. Even worse, these experiences are difficult to speak of, but with the relative anonymity of the internet, I hope to be able to work through it. When I was the age of 7 or maybe 8, my mother sat me down at the dinner table. She was warming some tomato soup on the stove. As she stirred the pot, she would spit into the soup. At the time, we were living with her boyfriend, who she invited to add a bit of his own juices. Being a pussy-whipped mangina, he did spit into the pot as she had instructed. But he did this only once, acknowledging that it was wrong. But she shrugged off his protests and continued to stir and spit. The whole time she was staring at me with hate in her eyes. I'm not sure what I had done to earn her wrath, though I must admit I had a tendency to act out as young boys who are being abused at home tend to do. When she decided that the tomato soup contained enough phlegm, dinner was served. I was told that I was not allowed to leave the dinner table until I finished the soup. I tried to eat it, but it made me feel sick almost immediately. However, when I told my mother that I wasn't feeling well and wanted to go to bed, she wouldn't let me leave until it was all gone. I must have sat at that dinner table for hours before I finally just brought the bowl to my lips and swallowed the whole thing as fast as I could. That night, I vomited.